So good morning. This is Bruce from Rightplantz. Today on Rightplantz Conversations, I'm with Lisa Kuperus of Farmside Landscape Design. Farmside is a third generation family business. Do I have that correct?
No, we're actually we're first generation for the landscaping.
Okay.
But we have the history of farming, dairy farming, and our other family members are in the business as well in the garden centers. So
fantastic. So a true family business, no matter how many generations.
yes.
And you're in Wantage, New Jersey?
Wantage, or better known as Sussex. Sussex is easier to say, so
okay.
We can get Sussex to New Jersey.
And that's northern or southern New Jersey? I don't even know.
We are up in the highest point of New Jersey, the northern part of New Jersey.
Okay.
Close by the Appalachian Trail. So.
Got it. So tell us a little bit about Farmside Landscape Design. When was it founded? How many people are employed there? Things like that. Who do you serve? What do you do?
Farmside was founded officially in 1988, 89. Sorry about that. But it was started in 85. Miles started when he was in high school, worked for his brother, did some planting from the garden center, enjoyed that so much, decided to pursue it further and went to school, got some design background, and then opened up Farmside Landscape Design. And from there, we grew from just a couple helpers helping him plant plants, and now we have about 30 employees, and we do everything from lawn care, applications, plant health care. We do snow removal for commercial clients, and we do residential and commercial design build as well.
Mm-hmm. Got it. Excellent. And doing really well.
And yes. Doing really well? Yes, we are. Okay. We are very busy right now. We are very thankful, and things are going strong.
Great. Glad to hear it. Thank you. And thank you for being on here with me today. I appreciate it.
Thank you for hosting me.
My pleasure. So what sets Farmside Landscape Design apart from the other companies in your area?
When I really think about that, I think about our customer service, and our crews are very intentional with having that personal touch when they're on the properties, whether it's doing a simple application for tick control or whether we're installing a whole new outdoor living space for a client. That's something that really sets us apart because we communicate well with our clients. We're reliable. We're there when we say we're going to be, and if something changes, we'll pick up the phone and call or text or email, whatever their communication point is, and let them know that there's a change. Something else that we hear is that we're consistent with our work, the way we do it.
Mm-hmm.
Again, that goes back to reliability. They know we'll be there, this is what they're going to get, and it's consistent across the board with all of our clients.
Terrific. I think the number one complaint I hear from homeowners about our industry is communications. And it's probably true for just about every industry, but if you nail it, I think you do really well.
Yeah, we try to best. It's not always 100%, but we try to do the best we can.
Sure. I'm sure it sets you apart very well. So you guys have been in the business for a while. What advice would you give to someone who's just starting out in the industry that you wish someone had given you, or Miles?
Well, for me, I do not have the background of any landscaping. I came into this business when I married Miles, and I have a background in elementary education. And not knowing much about the industry, this is a good question for me to answer, because I wish I had been told that it's fun. See that side of it, and it is fun, and that you don't have to have a green thumb or experience in horticulture to be a part of this industry. I think having a love for people and to be around people and interact with people is important. We're involved in outdoor spaces, and a passion for that. I would encourage them to definitely join in with an association, whether it's local or like NALP, the National Landscape Association. Just the networking, as we've come together to know each other, right, through NALP and all of that. That's how we can be having this conversation today. And so I really encourage that part of it, the networking and relationship building outside of your own business to help
Sure.
build your business. Yeah.
You know, this is the third conversation we've had on Rightplantz, and every conversation has led back to this is a people business. You would think we're a plant and dirt business, but no, we're a people business.
Yes, and that's what I love about it. Even though I'm not hands-on out in the field, I love the interaction with people, being able to talk to them on the phone or going out to the site to see them when a project's in place, or even with our staff. I love to see them working and talking to them when they're out working.
Sure. And you've certainly been great about posting on social media meals with your team, and I've enjoyed that very much, seeing that. So kudos.
Yeah. Thank you. Thanks.
So what advice would you give to a homeowner who wants to hire a landscape contractor?
The advice I would give, just the basics. First of all, just make sure they're licensed and they're insured, because they're working on your property. That's, I would say that's a given. But other things to dive into when you're looking into the landscape area that you're hiring is to see if they have certifications, if there are staff members that are knowledgeable in horticulture and in the industry, what's their training. It could be years of experience, and sometimes those with years of experience know more than those that are schooled in the industry. So
True.
I would look at that and ask those kind of questions. I would obviously visit their website, see their portfolio, and if you can, get out to see some of the sites that they've done. And thinking about this, often we think of the newer projects that we've done, and in our experience, we've gone back to redo some landscapes that other contractors have done. So I would advise them to look at other projects that have been established for several years and see how they're holding up, because something can look great when it's done right away, but
Sure.
maybe 3 years down the road, that wall is not as straight as it should be, or that paver walkway or stone walkway is just not sitting right. So I would advise them to look at more seasoned projects as well.
Really good point. That's a really good point. That I hadn't really thought about that, but thank you for bringing that one up.
Yeah, it's often something that we hear from the clients that we're going back, unfortunately, to redo some work. And when I thought about this question, I was like, that would be something, if I'm hiring somebody, I'm going to look a little bit deeper. So.
Sure. Great point. So what is one thing that you want a potential customer to know about Farmside?
This one's easy for us.
Okay.
It's all about relationship. We love building that relationship with our clients, and some people aren't about that, and then that's not a good fit, and that's okay. But from, like I said, from the simplest tasks of taking care of ticks, so their dogs and their kids, and they are safe on their property from those ticks, to building that big outdoor room landscape project, planting garden area. We always like to have a relationship with our client.
Perfect. I'm going to catch you off guard a little bit with the relationship question. Sorry about that. But you're a true family business, and I know you've had your children involved in the business on and off, and for many years, probably since they were little kids. And I've been enjoyed getting to know them over the years at National Association of Landscape Professional events, and interacting with them and seeing them become adults. What challenges, and you work with your husband, so what challenges does running a true family business present?
Whew.
What benefits? Yeah. Let's not look at the negative side only.
No, and you have seen our family grow, and we've worked alongside each other. And I think you've seen some of the good and the bad and the ugly that can come from that too. But being honest with each other.
Not too much ugly happening there.
Much ugly, okay. But being honest with each other, I think that's huge for us. And as a family business, it's fun for me. I'm working with my best friend every day. So, and there's good days and there's bad days, but that's what grows the relationship there. And that's what's been fun for me. And to see our children working alongside of us, but then also going into different careers has been a reward too. They start with us, they learn the work ethic. And I think that's biggest part of our industry is that accountability and that work ethic. And fortunately, they've been able to start young. And we have one that's a personal trainer now, another that's working in the industry and the software side of things, loves photography, so out in nature. And then we have another son that's in school studying landscape construction, industry, environmental studies, and passionate about it that way. And our youngest is running a crew right now for the summer before he goes back to school, and exploring different things on the innovative side of things with the autonomous mowers and looking that way in the industry.
Fantastic.
But taking a break from the business with your family is also important, and that would be a challenge to draw that line where, okay, we're not going to talk business right now, but it's so integrated in our lives that sometimes it's just unavoidable. But it's been a blessing that we've been able to have them alongside of us through this journey, and to see the interest for the next generation to continue on with Farmside. So
yeah, that's fantastic. Great positive outlook, which is totally what I expected when I asked the question.
You caught me off guard, so I did all right.
You did great, and like I said, I've enjoyed watching your family grow, and love being around your kids and you and Miles as well. So
and that's also another thing too, Bruce, is with watching our kids grow, is even though some of our kids aren't in the industry anymore, they've maintained relationships and friendships with other landscape companies and professionals as well. Just the different roads they've gone. So again, relationships, friendships,
speaks to your children, your family, and the industry of the warmth. So, something we're all grateful for. So I don't know if or even how your company, I hope not, has been affected by COVID-19. But what do you think your company will look like, hopefully, when we get past this?
Yeah, that's the question. Will it end, or hopefully we will get past it. Fortunately, everyone during this time has been safe and healthy, and things have gone well for us. Good. I think it's forced us to be a little more resilient and work a little smarter. We went through a time where we didn't want to hire anybody new because we couldn't introduce new people into the crews, and now we're at that point where the hiring, or have been for a while now, hiring is opened up with different steps that you take in that process. So we're learning new that way. I think we're going to continue to work smarter and safer. And we've definitely seen a growth on the side of people enjoying plants and wanting more plants in their landscaping. Some to block out their neighbors because they're home more. Sure. And there's just making that investment in home because they're home with their families and they want their lawn to be neat and manicured, or they want that space outside to have that fire pit with the kids now, that pool. So we see that area has been an area of growth for us, for our local community.
Yeah, there does seem to be a new appreciation for what we do. So that's been a positive.
Yeah, and I can
amongst a lot of negative.
We hear that from our suppliers too, that just the boost in the interest in plant material. So, and hopefully we'll be there to help them learn how to take care of it.
Absolutely. So 5 years down the road, what does Farmside Landscape and Design look like?
I think because that's the near future, right? So I see more autonomous and electronic equipment being used. I think we'll be more technology driven. I feel that push, but also the environmental side of things, like I alluded to before, that just the growth of love for plants. We've been amazed at how many plantings we've been doing. So that's been fun to see people discover, and I hope that will continue to grow with people, as well as they even move outside of the city. We're in a more rural area, So I think over time, you know, that's the people that move out to our area or come to our area, they're looking for that. I hope that at Farmside, we're going to have more specialists and horticulturalists on staff in the area. We always look to grow, but it's harder to find those specialists now these days, and trained in the plant material, but we're willing to come alongside of them. I see our training improving on that note to help to learn more, our staff to learn more. And I see us continuing just to be that outdoor living space creator for our area and for our clients.
Sounds great. Will there be more Kuperuses in the business, do you think, in 5 years?
Yes.
Is it Kuperuses or Kuperi?
Kuperi, yeah,
What
whatever.
will be the plural?
And then, you know, we have miles. We have miles and we have kilometers. So whatever way you want to go, we work both ways. But yeah, well, we definitely have a few coming up from the family, and we're interested to see how they'll grow it. And that's something too. Go back to your family business question. We've always put that out there, that to our family, that what you see now, and even to our staff, because we've grown in different ways from our staff, and our staff is our extended family, that if something they would like to see us expand upon in the business or go a different way, lay it out there, and we'll explore it, and hopefully we can make it happen. So
sounds great. Lisa, thank you so much for joining me today and for telling us all about Farmside Landscape Design and your wonderful family. Really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
And
always good to talk to you, Bruce.
Continued success, okay?
Thank you very much. Same to you.